Welcome back, guys. This is the second episode of our New Zealand journey. If you haven't watched the first one, I've pasted the link in the description below. Now, let's continue our summer trip in the South Island of New Zealand.
Before leaving Tekapo, there is one more spot you absolutely cannot miss. The Astro Cafe, described by the Lonely Planet as quite possibly one of the planet's best locations for a cafe. It's located right at the summit of Mountain Zhang, the same place where we went for the stargazing tour last night.
While it was pitch black in the evening, during the day it transforms into a completely different world. We grabbed a coffee and some cakes, find a rock to sit on outside, and just took the panoramic view of Lake Tekapo. It was truly a life-affirming moment.
Leaving Lake Tekapo, we drove 4 to 5 hours to reach New Zealand's adventure capital, Queenstown.
I personally love Queenstown in summer. It's lush and green everywhere, and the people walking around have such a relaxed, easygoing vibe, which instantly puts you in a great mood. We found an Airbnb tucked away on the hillside, where we could enjoy the spectacular views of Lake Wakatipu and the surrounding mountains right outside our door. Waking up felt like living inside a painting every day.
During our stay in Queenstown, we mainly focused on 3 activities. First, taking the Vantage Steamship and visiting the Water Peak High Country Farm. Second, hiking in the Glenorchy. And third, of course, you have to fully explore Queenstown itself.
The first thing we have to talk about is riding the historical TSS Earnslaw steamship, which is one of the oldest steamships in the world. This ship has been maintained since 1912. Right now, it's a moving landmark of Queenstown's history. On board, you can visit the steam-driven engine room, check out the historical photos in the mini museum, view the captain's cockpit, or simply just enjoying fine wine and food at the cafe while listening to the pianist.
Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. Not a shirt on my back, not a penny to.
The ship departs daily on a set schedule, taking us across Lake Wakatipu to the farm. Regarding the ticket, we choose the package that includes the cruise plus the farm experience, covering a delicious barbecue buffet at the lakeside, the farm tour, and the skillful farm dog show, which costs about $100 per person.
Of course, you could opt for just the cruise, but I have to say, the farm tour is actually worth it. We not only saw the sheepdogs at work, herding the flock, but the farm staff also demonstrate live sheep shearing. Since they have to shear the sheep anyway, why not get paid for the show? It's win-win.
This is why I did some tidying up before. She's not too keen, she's incredibly tense as well. So typically with either goes one or two ways. You can lie them down like that and they just sort of relax so you can get the shearing done. As you can see, she's quite tense, so very tricky to get into those next few places, but we'll set up again, guys. We'll have another crack at it.
Right next to the farm is the buffet restaurant, which typically serve a variety of delicious barbecue and local product. You can order a bottle of wine and sit right next to the edge of Lake Wakatipo. Enjoy a quiet, relaxing moment away from the hustle of the city.
After enjoying the farm, we headed to Queenstown's back garden and also the entrance to Middle Earth, Glenorchy. It takes about 50 minutes to drive here from Queenstown, about 45 to 46 kilometers. This road winds along Lake Wakatipo and is known as one of the most beautiful roads in the world, perfect for pulling over your car to take some quick photos by the lake or walking for a short trial.
Glenorchy was a filming location for Isengard and Elven Forest in The Lord of the Rings. We are huge fans. If you are too, feel free to leave a comment below and share any other New Zealand Lord of the Rings filming location if you know.
1、2、3。There are many activities you can do in Glenorchy, such as hiking, kayaking, and horse riding. Since kayaking requires paddling for about 8 hours, we choose the more family-friendly hiking activities. The route we choose was the classic Glenorchy Lagoon walkway.
It's a loop trail with a small one and a big one. If you are feeling energetic, you can choose the big loop. The scenery along the road feel like being transported straight into the Middle Earth. Hi.
Hi. 在雪山下徒步。
是的，这个步道还挺好走的。
没有高度的，都是平路。对面就是雪山。
和家人一起出来。
是的。
是一个绕湖的一个路线吧。There are branches placed along with the route, so you can sit quietly, enjoy the lake view with the distant snow-capped mountains.
After exploring the areas surrounding Queenstown, remember that Queenstown itself is also part of the beautiful scenery. There are so many small shops and corners worth exploring slowly. Here, we recommend taking the Queenstown Skyline Gondola to get the best shot of Queenstown. The gondola ride costs about $35 per person, which does not include the fee to ride the luge down to the mountain.
The restaurant that you cannot miss is the famous perfect burger. There is often a long line outside, but the burgers are truly delicious, huge, and very juicy. Eating a hot burger by the lake is simply too comfortable. It's the perfect way to wrap up a day in Queenstown.
Finishing our trip in Queenstown, we continued to head south. It takes us about 2 hours and a half to the town of Anau. We stayed here for 2 nights in the town and had 2 great experiences here: the Glowworm cave tour and a day trip to Milford Sound.
We took the Anau Glowworm tour through the official Real New Zealand website. This tour is quite comprehensive, including a scenic cruise across Lake Anau, a guided tour of the cave by the pass, and a small boat. Because it's super dark in the cave, we cannot take any photos, and you are not allowed to use any lights because we need to protect the glowworm. But here are some photos we took from outside.
Another reason Anau was our stopover is the trip to Milford Sound. It's about a 2-hour drive from Anau town to the field. The New Zealand Department of Conservation clearly states in its introduction, the road from Anau to Milford Sound is one of New Zealand's most scenic drives.
我们现在在前往米尔福德峡湾的路上，遇到一大片鲁冰花，它们好像喜欢长在水边，这应该是雪山留下来的水。 流进了蒂亚瑙。
The moment we drove out of that long tunnel, it was just unreal. Suddenly, this massive wall of rock was right in front of us, reaching straight into the clouds. It was honestly shocking. You could see hundreds of tiny waterfalls running down the sides. It took my breath away.
I recommend to pull over at one of the nearby lookout spots and take a proper break to look around. Being completely surrounded by those huge mountain walls feels unreal. It really hit me how powerful the nature is. And if you are lucky, you might even see a kia, one of New Zealand's rare birds, only found in the South Island of New Zealand. They will eat pretty much anything, and just be careful, don't get too close, and don't let it bite or peck you. Hi.
哥哥，你在干什么？
Our driving destination was the Milford Sound Visitor Terminal. Here, you can choose from different types of cruises to see the stunning view of the fjord. We choose the Heaven, which takes you on a circuit of the fjord, lasting about 1 to 2 hours. Tickets can be booked online, costing around $80 per person.
Now, a very special group this afternoon. We have, I believe, yeah, who? So we should have an ancient guide showing up.
Of course, there are other types of cruise available on the website, such as overnight boats. Here is a pro tip. Remember to bring a rain cover and non-slip shoes. The ship intentionally takes you very close to the waterfalls, and the deck will be soaked. However, it's a super fun and memorable experience.
After enjoying Milford Sound, our exploration of the major South Island attractions was mostly complete. We then left Queenstown town and drove east to the second largest city in the South Islands, Dunedin. We took a quick break in Dunedin, visiting Otago University, Dunedin railway station, and also the famous world's steepest street, Baldwin Street. If you want to get deeper insight into New Zealand's culture and history, we suggest spending more time here.
We then drove north to Oamaru. Rather than a large city, it feels more like a charming Victorian town. It was most famous for watching the little blue penguins return home.
We were lucky enough to spot the penguins returning home right on the roadside for free. Due to the large crowd of people, the penguins were hesitated at first, but finally they get the courage to cross the road one by one, disappear into bushes on the other side. They were truly adorable.
The location where we saw the penguins is right here. Please remember, it gets very cold at night, so stay warm. And most importantly, do not disturb penguins' process of coming home by keeping quiet and maintaining the distance.
With that, our South Island road trip officially comes to an end. For the final leg, we drive from Oamaru back to Christchurch, stayed one night near the airport, and flew to New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, in the next day. Our experience on the North Island was just as exciting, but there's too much content to squeeze in. So we will create a separate episode to our North Island itinerary and experience. If you enjoyed this South Island road trip, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our channel. We will continue to share our travel experience and life insights. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.